Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the back. Just smothered on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They'll move the tight end. Here's a give to Gibson. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Made a defender miss. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Nice move to keep running. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Throwing, Iamaleava. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere to go.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Handoff for Jarrett. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Oh, what a move. Turning it on. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the counter play here. Enough to move the chains. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Under pressure. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Iamaleava. Right side, it's Davison. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets rid of it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Right down the middle. Hauls it in with one hand.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Imaliava. Left side, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Moving the pocket, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide left, it's Chambers. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. Lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
Direct snap.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39.